me ask you a question. How is your communication? You're probably thinking, my communication's great. I communicate all the time. That's just it, isn't it? Like you and I, we communicate all the time. It's kind of like breathing, right? We breathe every single day. And I bet if you're a lot like me, sometimes you take your breathing for granted. Now, when you get a respiratory infection, when you start to get sick and your chest gets heavy, all of a sudden, guess what? You don't take it for granted anymore. You want to get to a doctor, you want to get medicine because you want to get back to that feeling of just ease as you're breathing. It's the same thing with communication. We communicate all day long. But the question is, does your communication actually connect with the people that you're communicating with? How do you know if you're actually connecting with them? Because the reality is, I think most of us, we either speak with or we speak at people. When you speak with people, you choose and you value healthy communication. And when you speak with people, you breathe life into them. Healthy communication is oxygen for your relationships and your leadership. But when you speak at people, you're valuing unhealthy, toxic communication and you're sucking the life out of them. So when you speak at people, you may not even be realizing it because you may be using words that tend to look down at people. And when you do that, it's like you start to create this barrier in front of people. And so maybe you're using words that manipulate. And all of a sudden, now you're putting up this barrier and you don't even realize it. Maybe you're not listening to the other person and you're just trying to speak. And now you're putting up more and more of a barrier. Maybe instead of letting them tell about their story, you're just barreling on through and you're not even listening to them. And here's the reality. You can't communicate anymore because they're not listening. You're not connecting with them. And so when you speak with people, you get rid of this barrier. You get rid of the wall that you're putting up in front of people. So here's my challenge for you. Take some time. Make sure you go to speakwithpeople.com/withorat and take the quiz, the with or at quiz. Download the checklist so you know, okay, am I speaking with people or am I speaking at people? And make this a priority in this new year. Make this a priority every single day as you communicate, not to take healthy communication for granted, but every single word, every single interaction with somebody, you are choosing to breathe life into them instead of sucking the life out of them. The challenge is speak with people, not at them.